Once upon a time, in a quiet village, there lived a beautiful young woman named Emily. She was 20 years old, with sparkling blue eyes and golden hair. Although her family was poor, they were happy, living together in a small house filled with love. Emily adored reading books and often dreamed of a brighter future. One day, while visiting the village market, she met a young man named John. John was tall and handsome, with dark hair and a warm smile. Unlike Emily, he came from a wealthy family that owned a large house and many lands. Emily and John quickly became friends. They spent time laughing, talking, and taking walks by the river and through the fields. John shared his dreams, and Emily spoke about her hopes. They grew close, and one day, John confessed his feelings. "Emily," he said, "I love you. Will you marry me?" Emily was overjoyed and replied, "Yes, John, I love you too." They hugged and began dreaming of a future together. But not everyone was happy about their love. John's parents disapproved of Emily because she came from a poor family. "John," his mother said, "you cannot marry her. She isn't from our social class." His father agreed, insisting John find someone wealthy. John was heartbroken. He told his parents, "I love Emily. She's kind and good-hearted. Money doesn't matter to me." But his parents refused to listen and warned him that they wouldn't support him if he married her. Emily, hearing about the situation, was deeply saddened. She loved John but didn't want to cause him trouble. "John," she said, "maybe it's better if we don't get married. I don't want to make your life harder." John shook his head. "No, Emily. I love you, and we'll find a way." Days turned into weeks as John tried to change his parents' minds, but they wouldn't budge. Emily's family also worried for her. "Emily," her mother said, "we want you to be happy, but maybe it's better to let John go." Emily cried many nights, torn between her love for John and the challenges they faced. Eventually, she decided to speak with him. "John," she said with tears in her eyes, "I love you, but I think it's best if we don't marry. Your parents will never accept me, and I don't want to make your life harder." John was devastated. "Emily," he said, "I can't imagine life without you, but I understand. I'll always love you." They hugged and cried, knowing their love was strong but the world was against them. They decided to remain friends, vowing to support each other despite their broken hearts. Emily stayed with her family, helping them and the villagers. John, too, continued his life but always carried thoughts of Emily in his heart. Years passed, but neither forgot the love they shared. One day, Emily's father fell seriously ill. She cared for him tirelessly, praying for his recovery. Hearing about her father's condition, John visited Emily. "Emily," he said, "I'm so sorry about your father. How can I help?" Emily was touched. "Thank you, John. Your kindness means so much." John brought food and medicine, visiting often to support her family. Slowly, Emily's father recovered, and she was deeply grateful. "John," she said, "you have such a kind heart. Thank you for everything." As they spent more time together, their bond grew stronger. They talked about their dreams, knowing their love still lingered. But they also knew John's parents wouldn't accept their relationship. One day, John had to leave for work in the city. "Emily," he said, "I'll write to you. I promise." Emily nodded, hiding her sadness. "I'll miss you, John. Take care." In the city, John worked hard and saved money, writing letters to Emily about his life. She wrote back, sharing stories of the village. Despite the distance, their connection remained strong. After becoming successful, John returned to the village. Knocking on Emily's door, he was met with her surprised smile. "John," she exclaimed, "you're back." "I missed you, Emily," he said. They talked for hours, catching up on everything. Finally, John said, "Emily, I still love you. I've saved enough to support us. I don't need my parents' approval anymore." Emily's eyes filled with tears. "John, I love you too, but are you sure?" "I'm sure," John replied. "You're my happiness." They married in a small ceremony surrounded by Emily's family and friends. Although John's parents didn't attend, the couple didn't let it affect their joy. They started a new life together in the city, facing challenges with love and determination. Years passed, and Emily and John built a happy life. They had children and taught them about love and kindness. Looking back, they were proud of their journey and grateful for the love that carried them through. Emily and John grew old together, cherishing their memories and the life they built. They proved that true love never dies and found peace in knowing their love made life meaningful and beautiful. The end.